Very good. We have everybody here. Everybody may be seated, and we have the jurors here. And let me ask, I have provided what I call an official verdict sheet. Do you have that?
Yeah.
I take that from me. And ladies and gentlemen, just so you know the procedure, I am going to receive the verdict that I've just been handed, then I'm going to read it before you into the record, and then I'm going to be asking each juror if they agree that that was their verdict, and the verdict of the jury as a whole, that being the verdict of the whole jury, all the other members of the jury. So I'll be going through you one at a time to make sure that you agree with the verdict I announced is your verdict and the verdict of the jury. And if you could just indicate I agree when I come to that point, and we go right down through. Now let me just take a moment to review the verdict sheet. Let me think of an organized way to do this. I'm going to go through each count, announce the verdict, and then at the end I will poll the jurors if they agree as to the comprehensive verdict that I have announced. The verdict I have received, and I will mark this as C5, or Exhibit 5, indicates on conspiracy to commit murder that the verdict was guilty. Conspiracy to kidnap, the verdict was guilty. Kidnapping, the verdict was guilty of first-degree kidnapping. Regarding the alleged attempt to kidnap, the verdict was guilty. Regarding the charge of robbery, the verdict was guilty. Regarding the charge of conspiracy to extort, the verdict was guilty. Regarding the charge of attempted extortion, the verdict was guilty. Regarding the charge of conspiracy to possess a .38 caliber revolver for an unlawful purpose, the verdict was guilty. The verdict regarding possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose, the same weapon, the verdict was guilty. The verdict regarding unlawful possession of a weapon without a permit, the verdict was guilty. The verdict regarding unlawful possession of a taser, the verdict was guilty. And the verdict regarding possession of a taser for an unlawful purpose, the verdict was guilty. What I understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that your verdict, as I've just read it into the record, was a verdict of guilty on all the charges that you considered